So the government of the Netherlands in October 2007 abruptly announced that it would no longer guarantee her safety if she chose to continue living in America. Now that sounds rather odd. If she continues to live in America, the Netherlands won't pay for her security. Why would they? Why is she in America getting paid security by the Netherlands? Well, because they wanted to kick her out of the Netherlands. They said, we're not going to pay for a secured house and stuff for you here. And yet she's a member of parliament and so on, and she has certain rights, and the police were paying for her protection in America. Okay, so if you continue living in America, we can't pay for your protection, but you're not welcome to come back to Holland. This is not a society that puts a high value on individual rights. They put value on culture, and on institutions of culture, and on collections of people, collective morality. They don't care about individuals. And they're not in a good way in Holland, Netherlands. They're on the way into a nasty period. We skip to the next page. It's very often said that we should not judge religion by the actions of its fringe extremists. This fair-seeming advice has led to the promotion of a new school of Muslim moderates, most notably Tariq Ramadan, who have come to expect and to receive considerable deference from Western intellectuals. However, let us take just one aspect of Ayaan's case and see how well the moderate interpretation holds up. One reason why she herself is so hated and her life is considered forfeit is that she is exactly what the title of this book proudly proclaims her to be: an apostate. Infidel is the name of the book. She has exerted her right to abandon the religion in which she was brought up. But an immediate problem here presents itself. The Muslim hadith, which have canonical status along with the Quran, state plainly the punishment for apostasy is death. Death! You knew that. I'm sure you knew that. Now, let's hear from Tariq Ramadan, this moderate Muslim, in a debate with Nicolas Sarkozy before he became president of France. Tariq Ramadan said that he thought he was induced to say this. He was pushed to say it. He wasn't just getting up and making a speech about it. He's induced to say that he thought the stoning of women for adultery should be subject to a moratorium. In other words, Muslims might consider stopping it for a while. That's a moderate Muslim. Okay? Maybe we should quit stoning women for adultery for a while. It's brilliant. Very forward thinking. Very tolerant. Very peaceful. What a peaceful religion. We no longer allow Jews to run separate Orthodox courts in their communities, or permit Mormons to practice polygamy or racial discrimination or child marriage. That is the price of inclusion, and it's a very reasonable one. The demand for special consideration for Islamists, even to the extent of press censorship, where they can claim offense, and school segregation by sex, where they can invoke tradition. This is the demand not to extend our multicultural polyethnic culture, but rather the demand to negate it. So the Muslims are not asking us, they're not just saying, come on, you're tolerating other people, tolerate us. They're saying, come on, you've tolerated other people, now we want to take control. That's very different. It's very odd. Are we to admit to membership of the societal mosaic those who scream with hatred against immodest women, Jews, homosexuals, and Hindus? So say you want to kill and destroy women who don't wear a veil, Jews, homosexuals, Hindus. That's not even the whole list. But you want to kill them and destroy them, but that's just your view. We like everybody, and we'd like you too. So if we're going to allow these people into our polyethnic society, if so, we are knowingly admitting enemies on the same footing as friends. Relativism has no right to make such an exorbitant demand. Enormous credit, then, should go to Ayaan Hirsi Ali, who worked these great questions out for herself in a crucible of personal experience. In his final sentence, Hitchens says, Infidel this book will count as an inspiration to all those who view this confrontation without apology as the defining struggle of our time. Infidel. Bobby Sue has read it. These are her bookmarks here in the very back. She's got, it looks like 4 or 5 pages left, and she's given me a few horrific samples out of it. Read a few things to me. Someday I'll read the whole thing. But there you go, Infidel. If you want to know, from a Muslim born and raised in Africa, born and raised in Islam, what Islam is like. Listen to some of her speeches and some of her talks on the internet. Grab a copy of this. You're not going to be lucky enough to get it for $1. I don't know why it was down there on the dollar racks, but I snatched it up and there it is. So